take over Vlandians. Gotta keep funding this army of mine. Nope, I'm not making too much profit from this one. We'll try our best. Speakers, cigarette, not interested. Slacking. Time to build another one. Come on, ballista. Snipe him. Snipe it. Ah, keep doing. I don't know what they're doing. Keep going right for the wall. I did have the advantage there, I was slacking. Had old two of them up. You gotta start sniping the catapults, man. I don't know why they're not sniping the catapults. So first, oh there we go. Now we're talking. They're gonna end up starving anyways. distracted playing my little phone game. I want this. Oh, I'm gonna waste a lot of renown to get them to vote in my favor. Oh, they're giving it to me. Look at that. It's rare. That's for sure. It is rare. I was doing an execution slaughter for a minute there. Probably killed about 30 heroes. There's probably hundreds of heroes, so I didn't do that much damage. Maybe I killed a little bit more than 30, but the Vlandians, I killed probably about 20 of their heroes, and they lost. God. Damn near half their party, and they surrendered really quick. Versus Vlandia is usually one of the strongest empires, but because I think I executed a lot of their big military guys, they really weren't able to stagger an army too long. You gotta think. Damn, excuse me. That was gross. You gotta kind of think in the sense of like how wealthy are their parties versus my parties. So yeah, they're sitting at about 5,000. They got a lot of Vlandians, Azurite clans fighting for them. They're very weak, so I can definitely stagger them to surrender and take out their empire. I was so close to taking it all, but we should go back to my town here. Yeah, it's gonna. They're gonna end up rebelling against it, and not gonna be able to hold it, which kind of sucks. I don't think you guys are having kids anymore. I don't think you guys are having kids anymore. We'll invest 30K. Yeah, so these guys, okay. Managed festival games. There's nothing I can do. At least it's mine though. Oh, you're fucked. What did I lose? Half 500 men in that fucking attack though? Oof. You guys are so fucked. Keep running. Keep running. I'm catching up.
It's been.
They're very wealthy, so I'm taking a lot of expensive. Ooh, you guys. Did I miss something? When did the Vlandians come up in here and take all these castles from... What? They took Sargat. They took Castle. They took... Yeah, dude. They're low-key kind of coming back. Oh, that's a looting party of like 43 guys. We're gonna have to hit that. We're gonna have to hit that.
Back off, stranger.
Kill you guys. We're gonna go back and take hostile action. Send troops. We got about a decent amount of men, decent amount of grain, decent amount of shit. We'll be very close to wiping them off the map. They'll surrender, and I don't want them to surrender anytime soon. Let's see here. Ooh, 152, 25, 9. Bad, dude. Raid the village. We'll take hostile action here, too. I'll take it. 3,000. Kind of broke because I've spent half a mil on. Yeah, we're gonna free you guys because I didn't make my money. Alright. Where can I bait these guys? Oh, I could bait them to the castle. Get a bunch of their parties to attack the castle. I just go and attack them every single time. Some weaker troops. Take hostile action. Some troops. We need more archers in our army. Steward is not up yet. If we can surrender to the Crusades, that would be good. Ooh, what's going on here? I don't like that he's stacking on me. We better get the fuck out of here. Yeah, it's not good if they stack like that. They know something sus is going on. Yep. Save right here. I guess, give me the castle, that's fine. You guys are fucked. They're going to attack the castle, I think. Raiding these villages significantly reduces their ways of reinforcing their armies. Also takes away, like me, I stack a lot of food, sometimes they don't, depending on the AI, the hero that leads those armies, they don't, you know, food. You could pillage their food sources and they'll start starving. And it takes, you know, a long time for these places to establish a population again. So. You guys are still too expensive. Still too expensive. If they start raiding my castle, we'll have to go to bed. That's okay, they can do that. I want to bait them over here anyways. The best way to really fuck them up too is really not doing all this. Oh, you're fucked.
It's...
Damn, still losing. cancel. Let's cancel. Now I could sit here and let them lose 100 or two. But I'd rather not. I want the fight. We're going to war. Let's go.
On my orders!
What's up, buddy? How you doing? Oh yeah. Um. Yeah. Are you trying to like turn it up for people individually? Like hear people talking? Or... So I know that there's a setting and there's only one setting where you go to like your sounds for your controller. Which granted I have a headset, so I don't know if it pops up for controller sound for me. But if I disconnect my headset, then the controller option for like sound comes up. So if you know where that is, because I'm looking around, I don't know where that. Yeah, yep. So granted, the speakers aren't the greatest. You can go back to party chat, and like click in the party, so like you can scroll through the gamer tags in the party. You're gonna want to click on my name, and then like you're gonna have to well, like you have to go into the party and then click on my name within the party, and then there should be give you an option to uh turn up my volume, just me. Because now they have this new audio setting now where you can have your shit maxed out, but I can still be quiet because you have to have me turned up within the party. If that makes sense. Yep. Yeah, so no, so you already joined the party. So now within the party menu, which it's like joining an Xbox party, if that makes it easier, joining a PlayStation party, right? Like if you scroll out of everything, you hit your PlayStation button, the first thing that your PlayStation icon selects is the party voice chat. And it says you joined one voice chat and it says Army Chat BBC Gunship Crew. You click on that and then you scroll, then you're able to see me and you are just in the party. It's just you and I and our gamer tags. And then it shows like a blue marker if you're talking. Like so if you see that, I'm talking, so there's a blue circle outlined on my profile picture, means I'm talking. Do you see that? No, you don't see it? Are you not in the party? Are you not in the party idle menu? Or are you like in the port party? Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. So click on my name and there should be a way to adjust my audio volume. If you just click on it. Hi, how's it going? Yep, there you go. It's tricky. There's all these little buttons and shit. Yeah, trust me, from someone who went from PS2 or from PS1 to PS2 to PS3 to PS4, I mean they have changed. So, yep. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Oh, sure. And my not to sure, I don't want to cut you off if you're not done. But like in my career business, um, like people hire us to like remove junk from their property, or like I'm always in people's houses, and they'll be like, oh, can you guys take all this stuff? I got all this junk, and or like I'll move people in and out of their homes, or people will hire us to literally fucking help move shit from upstairs because they got to repaint their whole upstairs, so we'll move all their shit from upstairs downstairs. That's kind of the business. Yeah, right. So they hire us. Well, so a lot of times we do donation pickups even. So like a family member dies, someone or this is getting rid of it, and they're selling everything. They're getting rid of it. Well, they'll hire us. Well, we get Ataris, PS3s, PS4s. We get old type of electronics from like outdated era. Like people throw away MacBooks and like oldies era computers that when I was younger, the rich kids had all this stuff, but now it's just outdated, dude. You know what I mean? Like, it's just completely different. But like Ataris and stuff, like the other week, I found one mint condition from the era that it came out. And the same coworker found on another job. It was still in the box with the price tag on it still. Um, like it was the OG everything. The guy never played it, never he bought it, but just he's like I didn't have time for fucking video games. He's like, and so they throw these away and they have no idea that they're worth like $4,000 or $5,000. So yeah, we get a lot of good finds. People just throw away good shit. We do a lot of like storage unit cleanouts where for some reason like the last 2 weeks we Super Bowl tickets from the first Super Bowl that ever happened. I think the Packers were like one of the first teams to go to the Super Bowl. So they have the OG Super Bowl tickets, but all these tickets don't have the certificates with them. You know what I mean? So it sucked because some of them were worth like $20,000, but they're the real shit. They're the real shit. The guy just says he's like, I didn't at the time think they would be worth so much money. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. So maybe I should save my Super Bowl tickets. You said what? No, we had one here in Minnesota up at the U.S. Bank Stadium when they first opened it. It was they built the whole stadium because we were having the Super Bowl. And I was in high school at the time, and I had a full-time job. But all the kids that don't have full-time jobs, well, during the wintertime, everyone worked at the Super Bowl. So the cool thing about the working at the Super Bowl, especially for like high schoolers, I think you had to be a certain age to work there. Everyone on Snapchat that I worked there was everyone got like this. I can't remember what year it was. I think it was like 2018 they played on in Minnesota, and so everyone that worked at the Super Bowl got jackets. Everyone got like T-shirts and sweatshirts and shoes and swag, and it was the coolest thing ever. And I think it was the Lions. I think that came, so it was like blue for the Lions team, and then the other team. So it was like half half for the teams, and then I remember I was gonna like I got jealous. I was like, man, I want to get all this shit. And I was like, what? I'm like, you work for the Super Bowl, so they give you all this shit. I was like, they give you like $1,000 worth of apparel working at the Super Bowl. So that's the only thing I've ever known about. I've never worked at the Super Bowl, but I know it's a tradition. Here in Ohio, is it normally warm? No, you guys get fucked too, right?
Everyone!
Really?
Take over command! Troops!
Yeah.
Troops! Shields up!
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck no. Oh, sure.
Follow me! Sergeants in charge!
Yeah.
Soldiers! Form a
yeah.
wall! Soldiers!
Reincarnated. You said good looking, huh? I am a good looking guy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't look anything like my dad. I look nothing like my mom. Yeah. Sure. Sure. You play it for me because I sound a lot like him.
Charge!
Oh yeah. Oh. A lot younger, yeah. A lot of people call me, it's the other day, a lot of people are like, oh, Bob's Burger. I'm like, no, not Bob's Burger. Hell yeah, I'm always intrigued by other people's backgrounds, so. And it was nice that you met Johnny. He's a good guy. No, he lives in Florida, and but he plans on getting an RV and traveling the state. So I was like, "You're going to Minnesota, fucking show you the 10,000 lakes or whatnot." But we got like actually like 30 or 40,000 lakes. They just say 10,000. They should be 50,000. The great state of 50 or 100,000, but. It's a great state, man. I like, as a person who wants to like almost like escape the state and like even just get out there, man. Like fuck, I don't know, put me to work, fucking put me in the military, send me off to a war or something. I don't, like, I feel like a homebody in my state, and so I kind of looked around. I was like, man, I want to go somewhere. And Minnesota, just at the end of the day, is just such a beautiful state, and because of our lakes. We have a big giant lake in the center of our state where you have all these houses. I mean, there's over 100,000 homes, so there's a chance I could get a house someday on there. But like, ideally now it's like I just want to get a house on the lake, man. Have like 50, 100 step fucking dock down my hill, steps going down to my dock to the lake, and just get in my pontoon boat, like 6:30 in the morning, cup of Joe, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like that, yeah, just be chilling. Like, so, like, this for a while, I was like, man, I want to move out of state. But really, this is home. It's a great state. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Oh, bet. I'm glad. You got all the lakes and all the shit that you need. Sure. Hell yeah.
Move!
Sure.
Infantry! Move! Soldiers! Move! Troops!
Oh damn, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, up here too. There was me and my dad when I was a little bit younger. We just went like hunting for like like fishing areas and like little like ponds or lakes and stuff like that. Or a lot of the stuff up here are man-made mining holes that filled up with water over time. So like a lot of those, we're looking at like a lot of these. I can't remember, like coral quarries or whatever you would say. Yeah, rock quarries and stuff. And dude, man, like like how they have like those competitions for like big mouth basses and stuff like that. Dude, some of the fucking like the crappies and the bass that I saw in the water, bro. I was like, man, these. And we went there looking like just scouting. We didn't have any fishing poles or anything, you know. We were just scouting. And some of the places we went to that day, I mean, dude, the fish that we saw, my dad invested in like these $100 plus sunglasses that like makes you look literally through the water and you can see the seat, like the bed of the water, right? So these sunglasses, I put them on and you can see all the fish in the water. You know, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and you could see all the fish jumping out, man. And they were just massive fucking bass in there, dude. And my dad's like, dude, these got to be like 20-pound fucking bass, bro. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. You know, but that's how it is. Like, he's like, these have never been fished. He's like, I don't know how long they fished it over here. You know, in some areas, like hundreds of acres can be locked off from the fire departments because they do testing, like fire testings, and they'll do like fire, you know, they'll grow a whole forest just to burn it down, and they'll do all this training programs, or farmers will, you know, give away some of their property. You know, they do all these type of weird things with all the forests that we have over here. And the fire, you know, fire departments will do like controlled fires is what they call it. You know what I mean? So during the summertime, you'll see a lot of black smoke because they're doing fires. And sometimes they're also doing big shows. Like Minnesota's notorious for doing fucking firefighter shows where they like build little miniature like little cities, and they'll, you know, burn it down, just show firefighters and their thing, which is super cool. But not to get off topic. But that, yeah. Oh, sure. Hmm.
Footman?
No way.
Advance!
So scary.
Attack!
Oh no. Because it's important to save lives, and it gives it gives the civilian, you know, population an idea of how dangerous a fire can be, you know. Right now I'm on my game because I'm downloading some, but I mean, if we get some guys on, we definitely get a little Arma group going. You said what? Your mic keeps going out. Like, oh, think a server? I'm not sure. It looked like Mega said he was on 3032. So you could link up with Buddy. For the meantime.
Infantry! Soldiers!
Mega, yeah, Mega, he, I think lives in Canada. Jay. Yeah, he switched up, actually. Low-key, I was fucking with him, but he actually switched up. He got really mad the other day. Yeah! Yeah, he got really bitter. Yeah. Because we weren't playing together. Well, me and him are, I mean, as far as I know, we should be cool. He's just like, dude, I love playing Arma. It's a lot of fun. But like, oh, dude, I'm about to lose this fight. But sometimes it's like I gotta hold him on, like I don't want to have to, I don't know how to explain it. Like sometimes it just feels like it's not easy having everyone together all the time. That makes sense. And when you're running mass groups like we have, like there was times where we're running up to 10, 15 guys. Raptor, 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 J, 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 J. Everyone is, trying to get involved. Well, we're trying to also coordinate with everyone. I'm always checking in. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? I'm always checking in with everyone. But eventually it gets to the point where there's so many people, there's certain people I can't keep up with, and then those people kind of fall out of the group. Well, Jay felt like that in that sense, right? Where he was like, I can't keep up with you, Jay. Like, I got 6 guys with me, you got 6 guys with you, we are communicating, and it was during this big ass game. And he was just like, we gotta stick together, roll as a group. Well, bro, like, I kept telling him where we're gonna spawn at, and then next thing you know, he's like, I'm over here at military hospital. Okay, you're not rolling with us. He, dies in battle, or I drive, and he gets killed. I'm at military hospital. He's somewhere completely opposite of where we're linking up as a group. So when he says he's linking up over there, other guys that are inexperienced don't know the map, so they're just killing themselves, and then they're struggling to figure out where to spawn at. And I think the hardest thing is a lot of guys don't know the controls of the game, how to, you got to take a lot of time to look at the game, look at the default, look at the custom loadout. When it comes to Johnny, unfortunately, dude, it's really difficult to show you how to do the custom loadout and a default loadout because it's all there. Like the games aren't really bugged out a lot of times. Sometimes they're a little tweaky, and you just got to deal with it. But you got to start. It takes a while before you can realize if the game is bugged or if you're just not doing it right, right? And so a lot of times it comes to like your radial, or if you're looking at spawning on the map, a lot of times they'll like say you're spawning at like military hospital or Tyrone, but then it throws you somewhere else. Like sometimes the game does that. So what I'm all saying right now is Jay was getting thrown all over the place. He's now sitting at Montanak. He's sitting over here. He was getting mad, sending me text messages like saying, I'm gonna get off. He's like, we're not rolling as a group. Well, bro, like, what else can I do? I've already told you what our game plan is. We have to attack this objective. And you were playing with me and Johnny the other night. You saw how we rolled. We were all together for the most part until it got chaotic around Pinewood Lake. When it gets, when it gets, yeah,
Enough.
yeah,
Enough.
mhm, sure. Gives you the free roam to do things, and yeah, do your own thing. Like, yeah, and yeah, you gotta work as a team. But and that's Jay. Jay thought we weren't. He thought we weren't working as a team, and then he's like, "I'm gonna hop off." He's like, "We're not even together anymore." It's like, bro, it's been like 15 minutes. He's like, "I'm like trying to get relay stations. I'm trying to drive command centers. Like, I'm trying to keep everyone happy. You know what I'm saying?" I wasn't able to keep him happy. So, long story short, with all my blah blah blah, I wasn't able to keep him satisfied with how we were rolling, and out of nowhere, he just kind of changed. And then I sent him text messages, like, "Hey, like you completely ignored everything I was said." Like, I was like, don't be afraid to speak up and be like, yo, like, fuck this shit, fuck this server, let's just go to official and where it's more calm and relaxed. Because when you're on a 128 person server in that game, bro, dude, it's chaotic as fuck, though, right? So, right, right, yeah, yeah, I, right, right, yeah, and
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I was trying to have fun, but it was like, you know, 1 minute goes from the other where it's like, dude, like you said, let's go on a high pop server so we can do troop transportation. You know, like you got 40 guys at one place, and you got 2, 3 helos that can only fit 8 guys for transport, right? So shit's chaotic. The airspaces are fucking full. You're flying around, and then you just got Jay going, Raptor, we're not rolling together. Like, bro, it's like I'm doing multiple things, you know, and you'll see that with me in that game, right? It's kind of like Hell Let Loose if you ever played Hell Let Loose. Um, I take like the officer role when it comes to the platoon, right? Like you need direction, you need this. There's that's that's just part of the game. That's there's many times where I throw off my fucking hat and I'm like, I'm a private. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's many times I give other people the glory or the satisfaction of being a team leader. But Jay just couldn't handle being a team player. So he ignored my messages and I confronted him and I said, hey, me and Johnny have been texting him and he just completely ghosted us. So, like, if you're gonna be like that, dude, and you're like, I kicked him out of the chat and I put him back in the chat and I was like, ha ha, ha, fucking with him. He's salty and bitter, bro. You can't like he's fragile, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you give the smoke, but you can't handle the smoke. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not trying to shit on him too much. You know, he's a good guy. He works hard. He works in the mines. He's underground 4 days out of the week. I'm not gonna shit on his parade too much. But motherfucker just can't play with us, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But he'll like that's what I'm saying. He'll get over it. Exactly. Exactly. That's everyone. That's facts. Yep. Yep. Yeah. So I just left it as the door's always open, bro. When you want to come back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and he disappeared. Yep. That's yeah. Mega's here. Mega here. What's up, buddy? This is the Canadian guy. This is the other Canadian fellow that we got in the group, as far as I know. Oh yeah, yeah. Mm, that's fucked. Yeah, too bad it can't become the great state of Canada. I can go up there and get me a home. Oh yeah, it was bad for us. Yeah, we fucking our skies. Yeah, I remember the whole summer was fucking gray sky, dude. Oh, you could smell it. Yeah, I mean, I was every day we were working. There were certain days they stopped and called us off for work um because the air quality was bad. They had signs everywhere saying like orange air quality severe, and then they had it red, and then like there was no one, bro. No one was outside. No one, like everyone was indoors. I was like, God damn, it looks like apocalypse out in this bitch. But we were moving people in and out of home still. Like we were still running a business. But I remember it being pretty fucked up here too. People still doing their day-to-day stuff, but people also taking it seriously. Yeah, you can if you can smell it and you can taste it, that's a problem. Just to think we got Yellowstone in the center of our fucking country is insane. For sure. Yeah. Yeah, they say that because like the ones that have been around here for thousands of centuries, there's a reason why they will always be here for another thousand. Well, we've only claimed ourselves for the last 250 plus years, and so, our whole prophecy, I think, too, is to prove that mentality wrong, right? Because like you said, history always repeats itself. All right. Well, our country is repeating history and making that prophecy come true by every lie, everything that they're doing. And it's like to a point where it's like Democrat and Republicans, I feel like, are calling out just the main parties that are inside their own parties that are pulling these nonsense, nuisance, or whatever. It's just like, I don't know. I'm 24 now, and I've had 8 years to like educate myself, and I'm still educating myself on just things. I'm a very open-minded person, right? Like a very open book. But I also gotta stand on shit, bro, that I know like that is true to myself. But there's so many people that think opposite, and so like, one minute you're young and you're like, I gotta force people to think like me, and then you graduate to like, I'm just on this side and they're lost cause, to a point where I'm like, I understand where they're coming from, and some people I don't see where they're coming from. Not like everyone I see where they're coming from. Like I'm like, right, exactly, yeah. Mhm. Mm. Mm. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Oh yeah. Yeah. I sure. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I know about that. Talking about last administration. We're mentioning that all the money that we were giving away, and to think, wow, maybe we could have gotten a couple more stimulus checks for all the shit that we were doing. Like, dude, my family took advantage of that actually. During COVID, my dad pressured me and pressured me and pressured me. Our business, the moving industry, was, and I was like in that for another. I was young, working for another moving company at the time, and they were open during COVID because they were labeled as emergency business. Transportation something is yeah. So I had to have an ID going and walking around. I got pulled up, cops would be like, "Hey, it's past curfew. What you doing out here?" And I didn't have a car or anything. I would have to walk all the way back home. So a lot of times I'd get, you know, spotlight on because the cops are looking for people past curfew. And so, everything is boarded up. George Floyd's happening down here. You gotta, walk 3-4 miles just to get to a nearest gas station that's open. Um, when you had like 50 around you at the time and they all closed. And so fucking, I was moving people in and out and we were working and I was working like 60 hours a week, bro. And I didn't give a fuck. I lied, bro. You best believe it, I don't fucking see the government ever coming after me, bro. Listen, my dad worked for family friend's business working full time cash, right? Making like 25 bucks an hour. And then I was working full time job and we both went on our what was it? Your what do you fucking call it? Your when you're unemployed, your unemployment. You're on, when you're laid off, they were giving $600 to people most people were eligible for it. People were getting 600 plus a week. I was getting 600 plus like what was it like 300? So I was almost making $1,000 a month or a week off of that shit, right? Or maybe less than that. It was like 700 or 800 I was making. My dad was making like $1,500, $1,800 a week, dude. My dad made the most money he ever made off of that, right? And Joe Biden told everyone that the IRS is coming after all you guys and that this, isn't going to be forgiven, right? Like you guys will have to pay back this money. My dad and my stepmom held to their ground that they're not going to be able to because they were more, educated on, you know, Constitution things and Bills of Rights and things like that, right? So my dad said, milk it, milk it, milk it, milk it, milk it. Like, this is your way into apartment. This is your way for a car. This is your way for your college tuition. Like, you're going to just get, I made like $25,000 that year off of it. And I was still working a full-time job. So I made 25,000 plus 30,000 that year from my, full-time job. And my dad made 50,000 from his normal job. And he made, I think, $70,000 from unemployment. And Joe Biden came out like a year later and said, all will be forgiven. And not a single one of our family members paid a dime into that. Just free money given out. Now, granted, this can't happen all the time, but it was well deserved. We well were owed that. Putting us through all their little fucking puppet charades, dude. Give me your fucking money. You know what I mean? That was our attitude, at least. We don't support, yeah. Exactly, exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're smart in that sense, but unfortunately, another, you know, because I had no choice to live under my dad's fucking roof. My dad is not like a dad. He's always just been like a friend, right? Like, because I've lived in a lot of like back and forth, grandma, then my mom, brother, or my dad. So it's like the back and forth dilemma in my family, like my mom, drug, alcohol, she passed, and then my dad's kind of like an alcoholic, like rage kind of guy, and he's kind of like a deadbeat, is what you consider. I have zero relationship in further moving with them, but yes, shout out to him having some kind of common sense during that time. You know what I mean? Like they my dad is a lot like my grandpa. He abandoned his family for another woman because they had money and then completely forgot about their other family. And then now ghosts everyone. So like there isn't like, oh, I want to make amends, oh, I want to make it right. There's zero accountability in that side. And there's families like that, right? There's certain families that are like, I'm fucking blood hard, I'm gonna die for this motherfucker. We're always gonna make sure we come clean and make right. Unfortunately, there's other families out there that don't actually like care about their kids, right? Or like, you know, there, and that's unfortunately my family, right? But I don't like want any sorry or feel bad, right? Because I'm a grown ass, I'm a grown ass man, and they've only made me better. Exactly. Yep, exactly. You know, a little insight. But yeah, he gave me a little insight when I was under his roof. You know, I had to respect that man. You know, I respected him. And, you know, he fucking whatever. But he was a piece of shit. You know, what are you gonna do? Now I'll tell you, the motherfucker can build a house from the bottom up. I'll tell you that much. All right, he is one smart motherfucker. He's really good at numbers, which is really good in the construction field. Um, you know, so but he's always like he's just a friend. You know, he's like, hey buddy, like I'll give you like 150. Like I would do free labor for like my grandma, right? Anytime I go over there, help that motherfucker out. My dad, nah, you gotta pay me, motherfucker. Gotta pay me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's like that. So you gotta treat him. You gotta treat him the same way. Mm. Yeah, yeah. Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Mm. Mhm. Yeah, it's just kind of like, yeah, two colors come out, huh? Yeah, dude, I feel like I've become such a person to call out pieces of shits and like people that are like deadbeats. Like, I have no problem calling out like for instance, like my ex fiance's family, like when we were together, um, like I was not ashamed to like call out her dad, for instance, that like hasn't been in her life, but like has no problem living in Washington, you know, being a millionaire and has all this money, has all these planes, has, you know, all this money and has a trophy wife that just keeps injecting new boobs and new ass injections every year, and you know they go on vacations every year, and you know her grandma and you know her dad's mom, who's still like is like, why don't you know, still babies her son, but then like acknowledges the fact that he completely ghosted his real kids. And so you have that side where you know, her mom will send her, like Kelly, you know, ex fiance stuff in the mail, and we would get like, you know, once a year would get like this big fucking supply box of like candles and burning incense, which probably would price up to like $1,000, bro. But it would be a year worth of like incense. Like I can't tell you how many candles and incense I burned within a fucking the last 4 years, bro. Like we burned a lot of fucking shit. Uh, but like that's just like, you know, like, give you an example of like motherfucker has a wealthy family but completely disregards her side. We could use fucking, man, would it be nice to ask for help once in a while? I've never had people like help me out, so I've never been a person to ask for help. never will ask for help. I will always just stand on my 2 feet. But I encourage her to ask for help, right? And she can't because her dad just is a piece of shit. So I had no problem calling him out, sending him a whole fucking Facebook text message, and then had his mom, fucking grandma, reach out, and like some other fucking, I think his wife at the time, which would be like her, stepmom or whatever, fucking talk about, blah 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 blah, all these like reasons and excuses why they're not together and in life. But it's like, family shouldn't be like that. There is no rhyme or reason, right? There should never be an excuse for why family are separated. It should be like, let's go to Perkins, or how do we get together? You know what I mean? Or am I just wrong? I don't know. I feel like if they were normal, you change their mindset and be like, you better give a fuck, motherfucker. And then the motherfucker actually starts doing things like shows that he gives a fuck. You know what I mean? Like people are just wired one way. So I've diluted into like a society of like, I only let people near me that like I feel like have a heart of giving a fuck. And that's like, I can't predict people online that are like that, but in real life, right, I keep my circle small because I've been backstabbed so many times. And it gets to the point where I'm like, really, bro? Like $20? You're gonna backstab me, bro? Like, just ask me for $20. You know what I mean? It's like that. So, my patience is thin. People say patience is yeah. That's what I do. That's what I do, man. Every single day, I change people's lives by helping them out, taking their shit, moving them out, fucking putting on a smile, And I don't fake it, dude. I don't fake it either. Some people say, oh, just show up to work, put a smile on. Yeah, you should. Some days, though, I'm happy. People look forward to seeing me at work every single day. So it's like, my attitude dramatically affects everyone that day. If I come in shitty, dude, I see it. People say it. They say, oh, Brandon, people haven't seen you in a week. People have been down. People are always asking, where's Brandon at? Oh, he's not here. Work is slow. Oh, he's been off for a week. He's not on vacation. People start calling me, texting me, Brandon, where you at? This and that. Oh, man, feels like I'm welcomed here. I don't think I have one family member that does that. How's Brandon doing? Oh, yeah. I treat them like family. God best believed it. So, that's what I'm saying. Because I think people see that, though. Like, oh, Brandon cares. Oh, Brandon just, he comes in with a positive attitude and puts on a smile and just smiles and, oh, we got a piano on 3rd story, no elevator, and you got an armoire that's like the size of a fucking mini Honda Civic that you gotta get down the stairs. And by the way, this house just sold for $12 million. You can't damage or scratch a single thing in the house. They just repainted and redid all the carpet. You just gotta strangely manhandle and muscle it, Brandon. Really? Yes, Brandon. It's about 400 or 500 pounds. Really? Yes, Brandon. Okay. Full send. Hell yeah. Fuck it. I'm gonna fuck that armoire. That's the type of attitude I have. Everyone's like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Some of the guys that I go to work with are like, oh god, I come into work, I go, Caleb, I want the hardest, the heaviest fucking piece. I want, the hardest job today. He just looks at me, his eyes get big. Man, I'm gonna have nightmares for the rest of the fucking week because of that. He's like, you have no idea what I'm about to give you into. And every time I say, yeah, we're done. You're done? Yeah, it was easy. Can you send me something hard? What? That's the type of attitude and behaviors that we kind of spread and share, right? There's a little satire, but yeah, that's what we do. We fuck shit up and do shit. And then if you got that one bad apple that's in the work who's like, we have disabled clients, and we had this one guy who was like 40 years old, and he's like, I'm not gonna talk to this fucking retard. This client is just dwelling on me, bro. I put that guy in check, bro. I'm 24-year-old, has to tell a 40-year-old man how to act on a job, how to act professional. Like, I don't know. Yes, there is, especially in the blue collar field, bro. I mean, oh my god, 40-year-old babies, man. But that's anyone, right? Like, some people just gotta grow up. And I don't want to like be too judgmental, I guess. Some people just gotta grow up. No. Bring some sense into people though. Yeah. Yes. Yep. 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 Sure. You treat them the same. Just because he has a disability, though, you know your son better, right? You know he knows, right? So, the disability is just for an act now. Your son has humor. Yeah. Sometimes you probably get a chuckle out of it. You're like, you little shit. Hmm. Oh yeah. No. Yeah. Right. Like, it's always got an ear. Right. You got ears everywhere. Right. Yeah. And my mom said the same shit too. Oh yep. Fucking Mountain Blade. I'm about to finish up my mission here, and I'll hop on. Are we on three? Did you join 3032? Oh, Mega's probably still here. He might be game. Yeah, we could load up on 3032 if the server's not dead. Alright, yeah. I'll join it here in like 5 minutes. Maybe 10. I'm at war. Mountain Blade. Yeah, Mount and Blade, but I just saw Mount Blade. It's like a campaign, like or like offline kind of game that I just kind of play, you know, just kind of running an empire type shit. It's like an RTS art. Yeah, this is definitely similar to Civilization, if not a lot different, if that makes sense. Like, you ever play like Total War Rome 2 or any of those games? It's one of those games, but for console now, and it's better than those games where it's like your third person eye peek and everything, but you can also explore everything first person. So like everything is like bird's eye view, but it's also first person view at the same time. So like on the, you know, it's like it's hard to explain, but it's a great game. It's got a good campaign, but I think some of it though too is just like a lot of role playing. Like I can choose to be a Viking or like an Azerite, like a Muslim. You know, I could be like a Middle Eastern desert fucking faction and like try to become like a king or a lord or just a simple man just trying to make way and grow my family, right? And avoid war. Like there's so many ways that you can play. Um, and then, you know, there's so many different factions and there's like the Kuwaits. So it's a pretty cool game. You know, definitely 1,000+ hour game and you'd still not be satisfied. You're like, I gotta keep going, you know? But yeah, I recommend it to a lot of people, honestly. Oh, sure. Oh, yeah.
Troops! Forward! Forward!
Sure. Like gunfight and shit? Nice. Yeah.
Soldiers!
Yep.
Move!
Yep. So I'm in a battle currently,
Move!
directing and leading men.
Troops!
Yeah. And then, like,
Forward!
there's a AI, so AI, so they're pretty much the same. But
Move!
like me, I'm considered a hero, right? These guys right here, like there's like one or two of them on the horse here, especially this girl. I can recognize that she's the hero. Some of these other guys on the horses are just soldiers, right? AI soldiers, but they're part of a culture. Some of them are part of a faction. They're part of a clan. Every single one of them are part of a certain clan. But we're all under the Surgeon Empire, which is also like a Viking Empire. And I started out as like a peasant. Like I started out as like a foot soldier, right? Like one of these guys. But because of all the wars and fights that I've gotten into, I've gotten recognition from, the Senate, people that are in higher power. The guys that do sit on the horses in the back and are the ones leading the troops, like me on the field. I earned, their liking. So then I was able to grow, and then I was able to serve as a vassal, which in terms is like a mercenary. So I was able to contract underneath, because this is the empire that I started my faction. There's 6 or 7 factions. I was like, I want to be part of the Viking faction. I was part of like 2 or 3 other factions. I'm like, I want to play as the Vikings this time. So there's the role-playing aspect, right? Well, comes different factions, comes different things and laws and stuff like that. Well, in this era, the Viking era, well, they kind of how do I explain it? Every faction has like different culture, prosperities and things like that like affect their way of life. So like if you invade other territories that are completely opposite of you, it's hard to maintain that land. So you have to go at war and basically you gotta almost kill every single person and repopulate it with your own faction. Otherwise it's just gonna be constant civil war. Yeah, there is that in this. So a lot of ethnic cleansing is a big one. Sometimes I work on not ethnic cleansing because then I don't have enough men for war, right? So if I keep killing cities that have 10, 15,000 people and I slaughter 70% of them, that city then turns into, it becomes nasty, it becomes gross. You can actually go into the city and walk around and see it decaying, and you can see that there's criminals and, fucking gang hideouts that are, I was going in slow motion there, we'll put it back in speed here. But yeah, you can see like shit like that, right? So the game's very sophisticated. I'm in first person mode, which is me actually leading the attack. I could have just sat and just sent the troops in, and it would have taken like 2 seconds for the, usually it's really hard to explain, but like my heroes each have a level stage, right? So each of them are leveling up kind of like me. So as I progress through the map and I'm leveling up doing my shit, they're all doing their own shit, if that makes sense. So it's kind of cool like that. They're all going around building relationships, right? There's some of these foot soldiers could become a hero, right? Some of them could grow to build relationships with me, right? So it's all about progressing and becoming like a certain hero. Well, each faction probably has up to like 1,000 heroes. Well, those heroes are going to repopulate. You're going to find a wife. I have like 4 kids, 5 kids, right? Well, I have a brother that has like 5 kids. Well, any of them are boys are going to have kids. I'm growing that's how you grow your clan. But there's like things like when you get past 50, you'll start experiencing like sicknesses and like illnesses. So you have to, if you do a lot of war and a lot of fighting and you're constantly getting attacked and healing, your guy might die at a younger age because of all the war, right? But there's like different things. Like I play as a general. If you wanted to play as like a senate or as like someone that's more political, you could. But I like to attack, right? So I do my own thing. But game's pretty cool like that, man. You gotta raise armies and increase shit. You can't have an army unless you have a population. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So they're under command of me, but for example, I gave my heroes that are leading them. So like the guys that are carrying that banner, they're surrounded by other heroes, right? So there's about 4 heroes in that party right there. They're now leading the troops. I have no control over these guys at the moment. I'm letting my heroes lead them, right? So, but if I wanted to, I could train them, or I could lead them myself. So right now they want to push in. I'm gonna stop them. Actually, I'm a lot smarter than AI, so I could play this my way versus letting it play out the way that it's gonna play out, right? You can see my troops. I've been recruiting men from like all over, so I have a mix of like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, etc. And I have men from like different factions. So some men that are in this don't look like Viking, right? Because they're not actually from my area. I hired them from outside. Versus a faction like this, AI, they specifically only hire their faction. So you can see how they all have their Vlandian shields. They, Vlandian Empire are only crossbows, right? They only run crossbow factions. So they only have crossbows. They rarely ever have archer factions. You know, if the only time you'll see archer factions in a Vlandian faction is if they hired a mercenary, and that mercenary could be from a different faction, if that makes sense. So that's it. That's it. Mountain Blade Bannerlord 2. It's a long one.
Soldiers! Troops! Charge!
It is a pretty cool game. Right? Checkmate. Damn, there's so many. I'm just slaughtering them. Give me, motherfucker. Like, these guys all have a wife and kids somewhere. Not no more. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It makes a huge difference when you're doing shit. Like, you can go into an actual city, you know, that has... There's warlords and heroes, so I'll go to certain towns that might have 10 or 12 heroes. But, like, if the population says, you know, this many people, you can go around and count all the people, right? So there's 347 soldiers. You can go around and count 347 soldiers. They'll be scattered all over the kingdom. The kingdom is massive, you know? I'm outnumbered like a motherfucker right now. We're just gonna full send charge everyone. Everyone's under my command right now. We're in the middle of it right now. But I'm a hero, right? So I'm doing... Me killing these guys and me pushing in is doing a huge morale booster right now for my men. Because they're like, oh, our king, our lord is in battle. We shall not retreat. We shall fight to the death. Yeah, so there's about, like... Again, there's like 15, maybe 20 AI that I have with me versus, you know, 1,000 just normal AI soldiers. So the AI soldiers, or the heroes that are 15, 20 that I have, they all have wives and kids and a whole family that they're part of. You know, that you can do interact more, I think is the word. These guys all have their own little things, but you can't really interact with their families. Their families are really irrelevant to like their own families. But you know, a population of 200-300 people in a town, you know, you go in and attack the town and kill 60-70 people. It's, you know, gonna take a while for them to get the population going. You know what I'm saying? So wars. These fights that I do, you know, can be pretty sane. I do have a setting turned off though, where heroes don't die in battle, which means like they can get wounded, and they can still get affected by everything. But if I had that turned on, dude, I could actually kill like a king or a queen in battle if I caught them off guard. And that would be like, if I died, I would actually die, and I would have to go on to my next son or something. And that's even more realistic, because I couldn't imagine fucking dying a bunch of times. Oh my god, look at all these guys, holy shit. So they don't have, these are militias, right? These are farm men. These are guys, you know, I've wiped out this faction's main army so many times. This is what they're left to, man. You can see they have a few soldiers mixed in, but most of it's just militia, right? It's their faction sending whatever left they have to try to defend their territory. And I'm just slaughtering them. I'm not gonna ramble too much, there's so much in this game. Once I finish this, I'll hop on Arma here. Yeah, there's a multiplayer, but there's no one that plays multiplayer on here. It's just one of those, it's not like that, yeah. I wish people played it. It's really big on PC though. Yeah, they have like a modded server where everyone plays as like a peasant like this versus AI. So you'll see something like this and it's all actual real players. It's all real players, yeah. Yep. But you have to download it on PC. I might actually do that though on PC, just like in the shits and giggles when I'm ever like out of town or something, just have something, you know, bring my computer with me. These guys didn't surrender yet, dude. They're still fighting. This is insane. These poor guys should surrender. They got pitchforks. So, Johnny.
Hello, hello.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, what are you guys playing on?
3032.
What? The old server's up, huh?
Yeah. I think we're all gonna be the Russians. We just been kind of conversating for the last hour or two.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Right on, man.
Mountain Blade, Bannerlord.
Oh, not looking good on my side.
So let's see.
Yeah, a lot of orange today.
Well, for your servers?
Yeah. Oh wait, no. Now we just went green. Now we went green.
I just kept it refreshed and eventually have a good thing.
Nice. There we go. 4th and Q. Are you guys in Q yet, or thinking about it?
Oh, I'm getting cute here.
No, I was still watching him play this game.
Oh shit! You guys haven't enjoyed. All right.
Yeah, I might be joined if I back out of this.
Go ahead and join it. Go ahead and join. Mega's in there. Mega's in the server. And I think True's gonna join too.
Dude, I was on an absolute terror last night in this game.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Where are you playing at? What server?
So I was on Integrity Gaming.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought I got your message a little bit later.
Yeah.
You said you were going to that.
Bro,
It's a fun server.
I caused such a fucking ruckus, shot down so many helicopters that the admin hit me with a bolt of lightning.
Wow.
Why? How? Why?
Well, they do a bolt and lightning if you're doing dumb shit. There was some team killing, but I had nothing to do with it. But I kept shooting down the other admin in the helicopter, and then talking shit. And that guy fucking like, you need to chill out, dude. And hit me with the bolt of lightning, bro. Fucked
That's
up my
funny.
vehicle.
That's funny.
I see where there was two guys that were arguing all months ago, and that same thing. Like they just kept going and going and going. Like, come on, guys, just free up, leave it alone.
Right.
I didn't say anything. Well, all of a sudden you hear crack and you see it.
Yeah.
And that dude's gone. Like, he's out of the server. Then the other guy happened to be running with us. He gets struck, and I'm like, holy shit.
That's fucking badass, bro.
Kind of get rid of the loot, you know. But in your case, it was like you were just kicking ass, so they wanted to move him on out of here.
Yeah, well, I didn't get kicked out of the server, man. I just got hit, and then it blew up all the tires of my vehicle. I'm like, hey, I got hit by bolt lightning, and that's when I think it was Cowboy Pilot is one of the admins. Like, you need to chill out, man. Because I was just talking. I mean, I wasn't talking too much shit, but I was like, helicopter number 12.
That's great, dude. You joined me later joined the other night when I was on, but I was like just about to hop off. That night when you hopped off, Johnny, I kept playing for a little bit.
Yeah.
And I took their radio, and I ended up going all the way over for the VTR. And I fucking, dude, oh my god, I kept saying, hey, I need a heli pickup. And I think for like 20 minutes, me and this guy.
With the VTR?
With the VTR, bro. There must have been like 8 or 10 helis that I shot down. I mean, there was so many more that got on fire, and you could hear in the distance them crashing. But like, if they fly off in the fire, you know they're gonna burn to death, or they're knocked out eventually.
Oh yeah, they're not. It very rarely is anybody getting out of that, dude.
Yeah, and so it was kind of cool to like, I think when vehicles get destroyed, they don't despawn on the map, really. So like, I was driving around and I saw like 3 or 4 more helicopters that I like all these.
Yes,
fuckers.
that is the cool thing, seeing all of your hard work.
Oh, your hard work laying around the battlefield. But I kept saying on the radio, you know, hey, need another pickup, and then there's other guys saying, yeah, we're getting hit here, we're getting hit here. And then finally, I was like, dude, this is so boring. I'm like, you guys are so fucking retarded. They're like, yeah, they keep shooting our helicopter down in Alaska. And I'll go, yeah, we're pushing them in the hills right now. Okay, they're dead. Yeah, no, it's all clear in Alaska now. They come and I wait for them to lift off and I shoot them down. Dude, they got so mad. They all started leaving the server, bro. Pilot after pilot. You just see them leave the server. I'm like,
yeah,
let's go.
That's the best when you can get people to rage quit, man.
I was like, let's go. And we're unofficial. So I was like, what are you guys going to do? Are you guys having a fun time? They were mad, dude. They're like, you need to get off the radio. Blah, 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 blah. It was great.
Hey guys, I'm gonna step away for a second. I'm gonna make a phone call. Give me about 5 minutes.
Yeah, no worries.
Copy that.
I'm in. I see Mega Wolf. I haven't continued. I'm just gonna wait to get into the game till we get done with this conversation. All right.
Don't worry.
Copy that.
All right.
So what are you doing for work right now?
It's my same old stuff, chunking and moving shit.
Yeah, that's right. You guys do. You do the removal stuff, right?
Yep.
Fucking A. How's the weather out there where you're at right now?
It was great for a while, but now we got snowed on, so it's kind of like cold and snowy.
Damn.
When the sun comes out and it's like 10 degrees or it's like -1 or -10, the sun's out.
Whoa.
It's great.
Wow. Yeah, we don't get that cold. Yeah, we finally got our first snow the other day. It's like 2 inches stuck for like, I don't know, 3 hours.
Oh yeah.
But we're getting ready to head over the mountain to Sun River to the vacation house, and they've got a bunch of snow, and it's like -2 degrees over there.
Mm-hmm.
So quite different experience over there.
Oh, for sure. It's gonna get colder and colder. Climate change is a real thing for sure. Granted, it's whatever reason caused it. My whole thing is like Minnesota, dude. We used to get really, really cold. And granted, we are still pretty cold, but like not too long ago, it used to be like -30s. It's gonna get -40s. Like dangerous. Do not go outside. You know, not too long ago,
Yeah,
like
that
6 years
is
ago,
wicked cold,
yeah,
man.
it got like negative. With windshields, it goes up tremendously, and we had like -40, 60 windshield. And we had a lot of people die that year, because they
Yeah, how
weren't
do you
prepared.
fucking work in that shit?
If you're Minnesotan, you're evolved to it, but a lot of people that are pussies, you know, don't evolve to it. That's really the simple terms. If you're out of
I guess
state,
that's me.
yeah, well, no,
Because Oregon, man, when it gets cold here, dude, I straight up turn into a bitch, dude.
it's because
Like,
your body's not used to it. But I guarantee you, bro, if you come up here and lived here for a year, you probably have a strong enough immune system that your body would then, you know, your blood gets warmer, your
acclimate to
body
it.
temperature,
Okay.
yeah. Like, I drink a lot of beer up here during, you know, hibernation.
Hey, that helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like double. If you wear more clothes, you just sweat more, and then you're freezing. So
Right,
there's nothing
yeah.
you can do to prepare for the winter. You just have to work in the cold and be cold. That's just how it is.
Right,
You have
yeah.
to find.
I guess that's
comfortable-
here.
Yeah.
In the rain, it's just when you work outside, you're gonna get wet. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just you gotta find a way to work through it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the big things for me is like boots, right, and like pants. I want to make sure my pants are thick enough to where I'm not getting scratch or scrapes on my legs. I want to be able to like put my pants on thick, maybe some glass, maybe.
Yeah.
Usually
yeah.
my knees are gonna be the ones that bear cuts, but I can handle that, right? But my feet, right? Like I need steel toe. I need, you know, the back of my heel protected. I need to wear comfortable boots that are all around, right? All season for everything. I can go in the snow.
Right.
That's a big thing. If my feet are good, my pants are good, my hands can be cold, my face can be cold, my body can be cold. But as long as my feet are good, that's all that matters. That's a big one. You can't do shit with cold when your feet are fucking
Yeah, no, that's
freezing.
how it is for me. If my feet are cold, man, it's like I'm done. I'm over at that
You know,
point.
so-
I don't mind my feet being wet. Like that
either.
sucks.
Yeah.
But being cold, man, that's everything.
Being cold is everything.
That's how I can that's how I can tell the water's too cold, like the rivers around here. Like I'll put my feet in, if my ankles start hurting instantly, I'm like, nope. Not going in.
Yeah, a lot of people up here are always people are always I think a lot of people have hot tubs up here.
Have what?
People have like hot tubs and stuff.
Oh yeah. Let's see, I've got 2. Oh no, I can't do it right now. I gotta fix my volume on this. What's Mount and Blade 2?
It's like a RTS style game. Real-time strategy / like first person type shit.
Okay.